Hey and welcome. I'm your boy Solo. In this video, I'll be going over how to add a cool stinger transition effect to OBS. Before I waste any more time, let's jump into it. Okay, the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find ourselves a cool transition effect. I got mine from Nerd or Die. They offer a lot of free and cheap streaming assets, and it's a great place to look with a good selection to pick from. Okay, why don't you go to Nerd or Die and find the one? I went with the Retro Wave, and it does say $30 here, but you have a free extras. You can click down here. It says the suggested price. You can type a 0 in and add to cart. From there, you just go to the checkout, click next a few times, and download the file. After you're done downloading the transition that you found that you liked most, make sure you put it somewhere where you're not going to move it around, because once you add it to OBS, if you do move the file, you will have to re-add it every single time. So make sure you make a folder, maybe something on your desktop that says streaming or overlays or whatever. Add it to a folder that you're not going to be moving around or delete by accident. For my example, I'm just going to set mine on the desktop here. That's not the best practice. I just have a shortcut here, and if you accidentally moved it, then you would have to re-add it to OBS, and that might be a little bit of a pain. So make sure you add that to your desktop so it'll be easy to find. Okay, once OBS is loaded up, it has a lot of options in here to pick from. We only need to look for this one down here that says fade. And from here, we're just going to click it, and it's going to give us a list: cut, swipe, slide, and stinger, the one we're looking for. The other options are okay. In my opinion, I don't really care for the slide or swipe, and I enjoy the fade and stingers quite a bit more. So I'm going to go with the stinger, and you can name it whatever you want. You can name it your transition if you like. Click OK. Now in here, we're going to have to locate the file. So what you're going to do is click on Browse and find your file. I'm going to go with the Nerd or Die, the stingers it came. I'm going to use this red one with no sound and click Open. Now there is a few more options in here that you may want to go over as well. This transition point type, I would change this to frames, and then the transition point for this here animation is going to be at 60 frames, so 1 second in. I'll set it to 0 and show you what happens if you don't set it, and I'll click OK. And we need to add another scene, so we'll just add scene 2. Scene 1, scene 2. Okay, and I'm just going to add an image here. Okay. See when I'm switching? You can see that it switches before the scene goes. See? And we get that red in there. And we get that red in there. I'll make it a little bit more apparent. So if you don't set the frames when you first get it, when you click it, it jumps before the animation goes. So then you're seeing your screen before it actually switches. So to fix that, that's why we add 60 frames in here. So when you add 60 frames in here, and it will depend on your animation as well, you may have to tweak this a little bit to fit the one that you're using better. But after we click at the 60 frames, when we click, there we go. Then when we click back to it here in just a second. Okay. That looks good. It looks nice and smooth. Make sure you give it a few tries to make sure those red lines don't come up until it actually is supposed to. That looks perfect to me. So once you're done tweaking it, and that's it. You'll have your stinger transition. Every single time you switch your scenes, it's going to do this cool little animation. It's a very simple and easy effect to add. It adds quite a bit of flair to the stream. I think that there's something still a lot of people don't have, and I do find it eye-catching when somebody's switching screens, even though you don't want to use your BRB screen all too often. But that's all there is to it. It's as easy as that. It's fairly simple to set up a stinger transition. If you think I may have missed or left anything out, definitely leave a comment below. But if you like or found this video helpful, hit the thumbs up and get subscribed for more content. Thanks for watching, guys.